What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today we're making some quick and easy Jamaican style brown stew fish. This is where we just fry off our fish and then we just cook it down in our vegetable like our tomato, onion, scallion and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Your choice of fish, be sure to clean your fish, and I usually season them. Most people just put a little salt and a little black pepper, but I usually put some Tony because I do not really use salt. I use my Tony Chachery instead of salt. So I had these cleaned and frozen because guess what? These are my caught. Yes, eat what you catch. I caught these. They're lake fish and these particular ones are called walleyes. So usually after a fishing trip, I just come home and I get right to cleaning them. So I clean them, freeze them, and now I'm going to cook these today. So oil to a pot, make that come to a hot. I usually put some garlic in it. Sometimes I'll put some pepper, but I just added garlic this time. You want to always make sure the oil is hot before you add the fish. Otherwise, you may find that the fish will break up when you try to turn it over. Keep in mind, you don't have to use so much oil. I just find that it fries easier this way for me and more evenly. Another thing, try not to crowd the pot. And if you can do without making them touch, don't let them touch because they will stick together and kind of tear when you try to pull them apart. So again, it will result in breaking. Also, you'll notice that I cover the pot. It's just to prevent the splashing, or if your pot is popping, I cover it. Nothing won't happen. Just make sure that when you're taking the cover off, you don't let the water from the pot cover drips in the pot in the hot oil because that will cause more splashing and maybe even burn you. Now, depending on the size of your fish, it may take different time to fry. So I don't want to tell you that fry on one side for 5 minutes because mine might take 5 minutes and yours will probably need to take a little longer. So just fry until it gets a little brown, like you see this color here. We're looking for this exact color here that I'm showing you. You don't want it burned. You don't want it too dried out. And you notice that I left the garlic in. You can take it out. I just left mine in because I don't care either way. But you can take it out once it get brown. You can take it out. So once your fish are done frying, you want to drain the excess oil. I usually just throw it in another pot and let it cool down before I either throw it away or throw it in a bottle. Here I have my vegetables that I'm going to fry up, cut up. So I have bell peppers, green, orange, and yellow. I have garlic, I have hot pepper, I have onions, and I have scallion. I also have some tomatoes. You can use any vegetable you want to brown stew your fish. So even if you want to add some carrots or something like that, you can add that. You can add some thyme. You can add, just other things. These are what I'm using. So you may have noticed that I added back some of the oil to the pot. Then I added my vegetable and I'm just sauteing them to my liking. So if you like your vegetable cooked soft, saute them soft. If you like them more firm, do them firm. I kind of just like them medium, not too soft and not too firm. Then I season this vegetable. So I use a little Tony spice. I use some of the original Tony, some garlic powder, some onion powder. Stir that in, then I added some ketchup. Yes, the ketchup is important in there. I've never done it without ketchup because the ketchup give it a really good taste. Stir all of that in, then I added a little vinegar, also stir it in, and I added some water to it. The amount of water you're gonna add depends on how much gravy you want. I wanted a lot of gravy today, so I kind of added about a cup of water, or a cup and a half maybe. But before you add the fish to all this mixture, like you're going to see me do, be sure to taste this and adjust. So don't just add a lot of salt because remember, especially if you put a little salt on your fish before. So taste it right here before you add your fish to it. So like I was saying, after you add the water, you want to give it a taste and let this dry down a little. Let some of the water fry out. Don't put the fish in all this water. So let the water come down. Let it cool down for about 5 to 7 minutes on high. So some of the water is going to dry down and then you just nicely lay your fish on top of it. You can use a spoon to scoop up some of the juice and throw over your fish. That's not necessary to that. Or you can shake your pot. I usually just shake my pot to get all the juice over to cover the fish. You don't need to stir up the fish. You don't need to do anything else. You just leave it, cover it, and leave it until the gravy reduces to your desired amount. Remember, you're not looking to cook the fish because you already cooked it already. You fried it. So what you're looking to do is just get that gravy over it and through it, soaked in it. So you don't want too much in it. We want rich, nice gravy. We don't want oil as gravy, and we don't want long water. We want nice, rich gravy. And this is pretty easy. Trust me. And I gotta remind you that if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your notification bells on, and get active in the comments. So yes, once your gravy reaches to your desired amount, that's it. You are done. I served this up with some gungo peas and rice, and I made a little salad and some lettuce, and this was Sunday dinner, and this was really, really, really good. So if you've never tried cooking brown stew fish, this is a great time to try. I love you. I hope you'll try and enjoy this recipe. Mwah!